But I think it's just wonderful to know that when we depart this mortal coil, that isn't the end of it. We just step out of our body and keep on.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, I've been involved in this now for 40 years in my work, and they're still very simple stories. I've moved beyond that, but I think that's what a lot of people need, especially when they're just starting out in this. They need the simple ones, the ones that they can relate to. Exactly.
It's a very good start. It's a real good introduction. A lot of high school libraries carry fate now.
Oh.
And well, we try to keep it very, very wholesome, too, but it's kind of neat to see that because kids like stories about ghosts and monsters and UFOs
and all that. But, you know, for a long time, all of this was kind of taboo.
Exactly. It was not acceptable. It was kind of, I don't know, not forbidden, but it was frowned upon.
So I think that is interesting that they're carrying it now in the libraries. Yeah, that's good.
Yes, I mean, I'm thrilled every time, and having been a junior and senior high school English teacher myself, I try to keep the stories so they're wholesome and they're provocative and make people think, and there's some factual basis. Another thing I think that's the reason why fate has survived, because all the stories are real experiences. They've happened to people. They've seen this. They had this happen to them, rather than some expert telling you this is how it is. This is the way it is.
Yeah. Of course, I know there's always been skeptics that say, well, this didn't really happen, but I think over the years that I've been reading it, I believe just about most of the ones that are printed in there. And I like it whenever the writer does research, because that's what I do. I research when I'm writing my books. I research it to death because I want to know everything about it. So I like it when the writers in the magazine have done their research, gone to these places, you know, and taken the pictures. And
well, exactly. I've been there, done that. I saw this, and then I had this experience when I traveled to this place, rather than
just, you know, writing about something somebody else has done.
Yep.
Second-hand information.
Yep. Well, you are remarkable, Dolores. All your incredible amount of information, and the books that you publish are just unbelievable. I don't know how you do it all.
Oh, I think I'm like you. We just go 24/7.
Maybe that's part of being that Aries blood.
You're Aries, too, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right. I think we have the very same birthday, April 15th, if I recall.
Yeah, I think the last time I met you, you did say that.
Right.
Yeah, April 15th. That's what I always say. The Aries are the ones that go in where the angels fear to tread.
That's right.
We do things that other people just won't take a chance on.
It's more fun, though. I like living on the edge, walking on the edge, thinking about the edge.
I've got a friend, I think she's a Capricorn or a Sagittarius, and she says, yeah, you go around the world twice while I'm sitting there thinking about it.
That's a great way to put it. Yeah, well, you do. I mean, you have been...
That we don't stop to question it. We just do it, you know.
Yes.
Worry about it later. Think, what did I get into?
Well, I just think life is a lot more exciting. I have to ask you...
Yeah, it's a lot more interesting this way. But are you still doing the editing for the magazine also?
Oh, yes. I read every issue, every article.
So you're still doing all of that?
No, there's two of us that read everything, and then David Godwin, he actually puts the magazine together, puts the illustration in, and makes everything fit. And yes, Andy and I.
So you're very hands-on with the whole thing.
Definitely. Well, because we have such a small staff, we have to be. But it's fun too. I mean, if I had somebody else do it, then it wouldn't be our magazine anymore. It would just be something impersonal.
That's it. I've got people working for me now, but I'm the one that makes the decisions which books are published, and I like to do the editing and then let them take it from there, you know, to produce it into a book. But I enjoy that hands-on.
Oh, yes. That's part of the excitement.
Yeah, otherwise if somebody took that away, you know, making the decisions, and I just love English. I love the language, so I like to edit. So I wouldn't enjoy it if somebody took all that away from me.
Oh, I have to ask you, with your metaphysical, spiritual background, and of course dealing with life and death stories in fate. I mean, the proof of survival, that life goes on, I think is one of the main things. And I turned 60 last year, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to die one day. And all of a sudden, like, I'm not going to live forever. Because when you're young, I think you're immortal. You just you don't even think about it. But and David Godwin, our managing editor, had a very serious heart attack this summer, and it really made me examine things more closely. And sometimes I think I'm afraid to die. I don't want to die. It's like I feel I'm going to be snuffed out, like I'm going to be suffocated.
No, it's not like that at all.
No, because I've seen so many ghosts and dead people have manifested to me, so I know that. But of course, none of us will know until we are there.
Uh-huh. But in the work I've done, I wrote the book Between Death and Life, and it's translated all over the world. In there, it's what I found through the hypnosis. Whenever they've gone through the death experience from other lives. And they said dying is so simple, it's so easy, it's just sliding out of your body. Just like getting up from one chair and sitting down in another chair. It's very easy, very simple. So the fear of death, really, it doesn't need to be there because it's not that frightening. Besides, we go out of our body every night.
Oh, sure, when we dream. I know I've had some conscious
it would be
after
just like that. It would just be sliding out of the body and just saying, I don't want to go back,
But then, in your experiences, of course, when I see my relatives that manifest the ghostly things, they just stop by to say hello, and what do they do the rest of the time? I know time is different in the spirit world.
Well, they are doing it. They're having a ball. There's so much to do over there, and there's so many places to go and things to learn. There's wonderful schools and universities, and they can just do anything they want. It's an extremely beautiful place. It's in my book, Between Death and Life.
Well, I'll have to take a look at that again. I'll have to take a closer look.
Okay, because I go into all the places you can go and what it's like, and it's not anything to be afraid of. They really are very busy. But let me ask you about your publishing company. Talk about that.
Oh, Galde Press. We have about 100 books in print, and the majority of them are metaphysical. We have half a dozen UFO books. We have books about ghosts, and we have one by a hypnotherapist who hypnotizes people. In fact, she is good. I would love to be hypnotized by you too, by the way. Well, we have some children's books, and we have
when we're together sometime here.
Okay, that sounds good. We have half a dozen military books, like World War I, World War II kinds of books.
Oh, okay. But one I've noticed, most of yours seem to be small books. They're not very, very thick, not very many pages. Is that correct?
Well, most of them are kind of 6x9 size, 250, under 300 pages. We do have one called UFOs.
The ones I saw at the BEA, I thought they were about maybe 100 pages. But
no, maybe that's just the new books that I had there at the time. But most of our books are 6x9, 250, 300 pages.
Okay,
we have one, UFOs, A Century of Sighting, which is 8.5 by 11, a large book, and that's 300 and some pages.
Okay, that's about the size. I usually run about 250 to 300 pages in the books we publish. So, well, what if somebody wants to submit something to you?
Well, we survive on submissions. Most of our stories are written by people, just ordinary people, and we pay for 10 cents a word and $10 per illustration. So we pay for all the articles that we publish in the magazine, and they can call us on our 800 number, or they can email us, or check out our website. There's lots of different ways.
Go ahead and give out those numbers and the website.
Sure. Our website is, you can just type in Fate, F-A-T-E magazine on Google, and it will take you to our website. But our website is fatemag.com, FATEMAG.com. And we have a toll-free number, 1-800-728-2730. 800-728-2730.
And if they check out the website, it'll give instructions on how to submit articles.
Yes.
to you.
Yes, yes. And the best
Okay,
thing
what about the publishing company? Can they also submit manuscripts?
Oh, sure. We're certainly open. We're a little bit busy because we're a small staff, but we'd love to take a look at books, people's personal experiences, metaphysical books, and that website is galdepress.com. That's GALDEPRESS.com.
And then they can find all of the requirements and everything.
Sure. And we have a toll-free number for Galde Press, too, for our books. It's 1-800-777-3454. 1-800-777-3454.
Okay, because, that way they can get a hold of you. And the magazine is available everywhere.
Yes, pretty much in many, many bookstores. Of course, the least expensive way is to subscribe, and you can subscribe online on our website or by calling our 800 number. And it's $19.95 for 6 months. It's a monthly magazine. It's published every month, 12 issues a year. It's $32.95 for a year, and then $57.95 for 2 years. So it's very inexpensive reading for every month, just pennies a day, and it makes a great gift, the gift that keeps on giving, because we have a lot of people who use it for Christmas, birthday presents, because it's an easy gift, and then you sure get your money's worth.
And I can vouch for the high quality of the magazine. All these years, it has not, gone into like a lot of them have done. They go downhill. It has always maintained a high quality of stories and the publication itself.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's kind of like Fate is its own entity, I'll have to say. It kind of runs itself, and we are the stewards of it. And it's interesting that the stories come in, the articles, like all of a sudden we're like, hit across the head, like, hello, you got to write about crop circles, or hello, you got to write about vampires. Or, I mean, it just kind of tells us what we're supposed to write itself.
Well, see, that's what I always feel, that my books took on a life of their own, and they become their own entity. And
sure, they have their own personality.
That's what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
See, we're going to have to sign off because we're getting to the time, or Don's going to pull the plug. But I did want to make a remark. Aren't you now running some kind of a thing? It's online for research?
Well, we have a Fate online research. That's on our website, yes.
So you have all of the old stories now have been put into a database, haven't they?
No, not all of them, but, we can certainly do photocopies of issues or articles, so we do have an index of all the articles, and we have most of the old issues in a bound volume, so we're able to photocopy them if people call up and want. We charge a real modest fee for research, but if there's some specific topic you want to know about, the Black Virgin Mary of Kazan or something, we have it in our index, and we can.
Because I know when I gave you all of my back issues, I said I wanted to copy a lot of them, but I didn't have time. You said, don't worry, we'll be able to get it through your online service.
Yes, well, yeah, any research that you have, then we can photocopy it for whatever you want.
Okay, well, we're going to have to go off. And everybody knows my website is Ozark Mountain. It's OZARKMT.com. If you want to check in there, find out about everything that we're doing. But, Phyllis, I want to really thank you for being on. I think it's been a good show, and you've really enlightened a lot of people.
Well, it was an honor to be on your show. Thank you for having me, Dolores.
And I know I want to see you again one of these days.
Oh, yes. Well, I'll probably see you in April.
Yeah, we keep running into each other.
That's right.
Okay. Well, good night, everybody.